Hello, everyone. Have you heard about the Geary, Stein, and Steven show? An amazing podcast with sports stars, entertainment celebrities, and other great guests. Somebody, one host who has no legs, one host who lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and another host in Minnesota who can never be found. These guys get amazing guests and topics that no other show can provide exclusively on your home TV and now the Roku app. That's the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Check us out, America.
Hello, everybody. Dave Stevens here, and it has been an amazing weekend for Troy and myself, and I guess Will down in Houston. We haven't heard from him, but man, I just got to bring Troy right in. We talked about him being in London, and I think he made a lot more headlines than the Vikings today. Troy Geary joining us from jolly old England. Troy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. A little after midnight. A long, great day, but it was fun.
Yeah, and this morning when Troy got to the game, he was dressed as an international man of mystery. Take a look at the photo of Troy in his outfit, and actually now look at him side by side with Austin Powers in this photo. Troy, you didn't opt for the teeth. What happened there?
Yeah, I mean, they were really hard to stay in, so I thought, you know what, I'm not going to keep messing with these. But yeah, I think I had like 500 or so people, random people come up and want to take photos, so it was pretty fun.
And, if you'd have had the teeth, you'd have fit in because pretty much everybody over there has bad teeth from what I hear. No, I'm teasing. I don't want to offend anybody out there. But and then Troy, during the game, check this out. Troy is sitting there in the stands and boom.
The NFL Game Day Kickoff is brought to you by Verizon, the NFL powered by Verizon 5G.
So many fans out in London, including Austin Powers. You know, he should hang out with Jets offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett after the game. We know that Hackett loves Goldmember, so I'm sure they would get along those two.
There they are talking about you. I mean, did you have any idea you were going to be on camera, on video as well?
No, I had no idea. I mean, like I said, after that happened, I got at least 60 or 70 texts that says, hey, I just saw you on TV. They're talking about you. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, something our friend Mike Dempsey can't top, who I happened to see in Texas last night. But all right, let's get to the game, Troy. I mean, some amazing stuff. Wish we had your wig, but just a great day for you in London. I know you did some sightseeing, but the sights you saw today in that Jets game, I mean, talk a little bit about this team.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is legit. I mean, top 5 defense, and that bailed them out again today as their offense wasn't the greatest today. Sam Darnold kind of sputtered. Aaron Jones got hurt in the first quarter, and so they got a lead, and they just tried to hang on to it, and that's what happened today.
Troy, how did that change the dynamics of the game, losing him so early? Because when I got on a plane, the Vikings, I think, were up 17-0, and then by the time I landed, suddenly, holy moly, it was going to be a great finish.
Yeah, third quarter, they were just kind of out of wax after he went out with the injury. They just run pass, and it wasn't great. Their offensive line wasn't holding up. Darnold was looking a little flustered, a little inaccurate, which this year he hasn't been. So, yeah, one of those games that they're glad they won, and now they're 5-0 heading in the bye week here.
Do you think that's a different game if it's playing stateside? I mean, do you think they're just exhausted, or it's just once they got going, it was just like any other game?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the Jets land a couple days ago. They looked pretty tired, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But the Vikings, of course, Minnesota's farther than New York, so I don't know if that's excuse because both teams were here. But if the Jets want to use it, I guess they can.
Well, we saw at the end of that game, too, Rodgers did not look his best. I think he threw his third interception, which the Vikings then sealed for that victory. So do you expect this week for Rodgers to get snippy? Because I saw at the end of the game the frustration of the Jets head coach. He was really mad, and we've heard all these rumors about not being in sync with the cadence or, not happy with the offense. So do you think we should expect a different Aaron Rodgers this week, a nastier, more like old times?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he wasn't very happy with his 3 interceptions. I mean, one of those I think was his fault. The other 2 was just good defense. So I think that's more of the frustration with Aaron that you'll see was that they just had his number today. They knew exactly when to blitz him, when to drop back, and cover zero is Flores' main defense, and it proved today to be the game winner.
Yeah, and a very different locker room from both sides. We were able to get in on the feed, and here's what some of the players had to say.
Absolutely, gritty win by our team. So many things so many moments in that game, so many things we talked about going into this football game that materialized. Especially, got to give it up for our defense, Flo and those guys. We needed them today. It was not good enough to our standard on offense. And moments like this are where we lean into a lot of things that our organization's built off of. Adversity, dealing with adversity together, no flinch, all three sides figuring out a way to come together and win a football game.
Obviously a win's a win. I think our defense, our special teams played out of their minds today. And I think as an offense, I think we just got to find a way to continue to play consistent football. The pre-snap penalties, the communication just has to continue to get better. But as a whole, I feel like we were able to make plays when we needed to, but we just got to continue to get better that way.
It's early. We're 5 games in. Obviously, we'd like it to be a lot better, but it's early and we've got a long way to go.
Obviously, that was below my standard. I just found out I've never thrown 2 picks in the first quarter before, so that's a first. One of us cost, obviously, 7, and the other, could cost 3. So in a game where you lose by 6, plays like that are exponentially highlighted. So 3 turnovers for me is definitely out of character, and I'm disappointed.
All right, Troy. So what's next for this Viking team? I mean, they're 5-0. I know they have a bye and they can heal a little bit, but do you think the skeptics are thinking they're for real?
Yeah, I mean, after this game, I think if there wasn't very many people with them now, they're going to have some more. And I know last week all the pundits were talking about the Vikings, so they're not going unnoticed now. And I think especially this next game is going to be against Detroit. So that will be their, I guess, if they could win that game, I think they're going to be talked about and for real going to be a contender this year in the NFL. We'll see what happens.
And if they get to that point, it may factor into that flex scheduling where they start moving them around a little bit to be a little more in prime time.
Oh, yeah, the NFL likes to do that, move games around, put the bigger teams into those big night games. And Kirk Cousins is not here, so we don't have to worry about primetime Kirk. He's last couple of years have not doing so hot, but
until he throws for 500 yards this week.
Yeah,
right?
unless he's playing for another team, I guess. But yeah, I mean, the Vikings, like I said, I don't want to get my hopes up too early. I mean, 98 comes back in my mind, 2008 with Brett Favre. Both great teams. Vikings 98 were 15-1. Of course, lost the NFC Championship game. And then Brett Favre crossbody interception to the Saints, and they didn't go to Super Bowl. So it's hard to be excited. I mean, I know a lot of people in Minnesota are, but let's see if we can keep going here and hopefully get over that proverbial bump and get to the Super Bowl and actually win one.
And I love the glasses, baby. I mean, is that going to be a new look for you with the?
Maybe. I'm really liking them too. I got them for the outfit, and now they're kind of sticking with me. So
it's a really good look. It gives you a whole Harry Potter type intelligence type look. Not that you're not smart, but speaking of what you did this week, I know, is this your first time overseas, or had you been there before?
No, I've been overseas. It's the first time in London. I've been a bunch of other countries, but I spent a couple of days in Denmark. That was pretty awesome. Very, very. It's like Duluth, but warmer. It's a harbor town, so I kind of felt like I was at home. A lot of ships, boats, and people, and great food. And then I came to London here. I've been here now for a day and a half now, and I'll spend another day here before going to Norway for a day or two before I head home. And it's just been a great trip so far.
Well, I hope you've got some recovery time for the rest of the week when you get back, because I'm sure you'll be a little jet lagged.
Oh, yeah. I'm going back in time now. So back to the future, as they say. Tomorrow night I'm going to watch Monday Night Football on a Tuesday. That's going to be weird. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, just continue to check in with us on the rest of your trip and stay with us because I want to talk a little more about what you've been doing. But of course, we always have to pay some bills. So you're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens, a very international flair. Don't go away.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Melissa, and together we started Fresh Clean Threads.
For most of my life, I've worn a black t-shirt, and most were either too short, too baggy, or weren't consistent. Like most guys with a problem, I turned to my wife for help.
From our San Diego condo, using my years of apparel experience, we set out to make the world's best fitting t-shirt.
Since day one, our Fresh Clean tees were made to offer a flattering fit for all body types, be ridiculously soft and comfortable, and not break the bank.
And more than 1 million customers later, we still make every t-shirt with the same attention to detail as when we first started.
And what we've learned from selling so many t-shirts to people around the world is that while the perfect fit and feel are the starting point,
it all comes down to feeling confident and empowered to live each day fearlessly fresh.
unleash your confidence at freshcleanthreads.com.
Hi, this is Kathy Ireland. So excited to share with you today our incredible Kathy Ireland Nutrition Supplement Powders by Amoxi. We have a beautiful array of powders to help you live a happier, healthier lifestyle. Our focus is on bringing families a nutritious option to complement your daily routine. With Collagen Plus, you'll see improvements in your hair, nails, joints, and bones, as well as skin elasticity and hydration. Immunity Support uses our proprietary green blends, antioxidant powder, and digestive support fiber to give your immune system a powerful boost. Golden Oat Milk is dairy-free and uses a recipe of turmeric and ginger, coconut milk, and our mushroom blend to give you more of an energy boost without the crash of coffee. And with Super Greens, we have a probiotic and digestive enzyme blend along with fruits, veggies, and 9 types of greens to help support healthy gut. Please experience the difference of Amoxi supplements. Let's get healthier together. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Dave, I had a great time in here in London, but you also had a great time, looks like, in Dallas. So tell me, what were you doing there?
Well, it was so fun at the Celebrity Softball Classic. A lot of great players out there. And again, it's such a great thing that TK does for the veterans. Big crowd this year, much bigger than last year. We kind of joked that we had more players than the fans in the stands, but just an amazing weekend. Terrell Owens was there, our old friend Phil Koch, a lot of players and people that we'll have. I left my cell phone that has all of our videos, so we'll have to get that sent to me, and that'll be another great show that we'll have with a lot of those guests. But in fact, I absolutely came up with one of the showstoppers, and I love making an entrance. So check out how I appeared as a pinch hitter late in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could turn your attention to the blue dugout, as T-Ron and I guess we have Chaz that is now on the blue team. We would like you to understand that those with seen and unseen disabilities can make an impact in life. In fact, we have a very special batter coming to the plate. He was born without legs, but played college football and minor league baseball and has had a 40-year career in television. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to think outside the box as we introduce number 44, Dave Stevens. There we go. Hey, everybody. How about that? All right. Let's play some ball. Dave in the box. All right, how'd that go? Surprise!
The fireworks. Here comes the pitch. A swing and a miss. We switch hitting now. A grounder to third base. The pinch runner will make it in time.
He's going to go past it.
Safe at first. Digging for more. He's going 2. And he's in there safe.
That's what you call teamwork.
All right, not bad for an old man. Yeah, I have a tough time swinging that bat, but at least I got a ground ball that was a base hit. It's a legit base hit, and we went on to win. And of course, Troy, you weren't there this year because you were having more fun in London. But they gave us these rings are I think twice the size. Yeah, let me got these back here. So these check out these difference in sizes here of the new one and the old one. And so, like I said, they really do treat us first class. Great hotel, a lot of great people, seeing a lot of friends. And, of course, Dempsey was there because Dempsey's always at every single event. But a lot of good times, and I'm just thankful that you and I get to do it. Never heard from Will. I didn't see much posted from Will today. Did you hear anything from Will in Houston?
Yeah, he was down in Houston. Looks like the Texans squeaked out a win against the Bills, so I'm sure he was happy with his Houston friends. And, Dave, didn't you have an exclusive interview with former Bears quarterback Jim McMahon?
Yes, that's right. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, Jimmy, he's been on with Troy and I at Super Bowls, but we get 5 minutes with him and they want to talk about hemp and marijuana. Well, Jim sat down by the pool with me and we have this amazing interview. And he tells some amazing things that I never knew, some stories that you guys are going to really love hearing, especially about his first contract. And some other stuff that'll kind of shock you, his thoughts on Ditka and some amazing insight. And I've heard this before, but I asked him about Walter Payton's resentment for not being able to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. And he addresses that. So I'm really excited for that. And, it's going to be a great show. And, we just get to continue to do kind of cool things. So what's next on your agenda, Troy?
After I get out of here, back to the stateside, I got playoff football to ref, and then more playoff baseball. Looks like the Yankees and maybe the Phillies in the World Series. That would be my prediction. And if that's the case, Dave, you'll be there in Philadelphia and New York for sure, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're sort of credentialed, and I didn't understand the whole process. It was very confusing. But yes, we are credentialed for the World Series and the Championship Series, and I think there's also a way to switch a thing if need to. So we can talk about that later. But yeah, we'll hopefully have coverage of that. And what a great weekend as far as upsets in college football. And there's a lot of people that probably lost a lot of money because there's a big shakeup. And how about the Gophers?
Yeah, they pulled one out against USC. I was not expecting that, so I'm sure Vegas is out a lot of money this week.
Yeah. So, all right, Troy. Well, it's midnight there, so you should probably 1 a.m. by now, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm still on Central Time, so I guess until I go home, this is not going to affect me at all.
And where are you heading tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm going to be going exploring London, Big Ben, the London Bridge, all that fun stuff that people go see here. And then Tuesday I'm heading to Norway for a day and then finally heading home.
Are you going to stop by and try to see King Charles?
Yeah, I'm going to go see if, Prince Kate or whatever her name is now. I don't know who's in charge. Well, I'm going to head to the palace and see if I can, come on in there and we'll figure out something to put our show on BBC or something.
Or try to crack up those dudes in the furry hat because I know they're supposed to stand.
Oh, yeah, they don't move, I've seen people try everything, so maybe we'll see what I can happen. Maybe if I come in the Austin Powers outfit.
There you go. There you go. Either that or you'll get arrested. So who knows?
Probably arrested.
All right, Troy. Thanks for checking
in.
Bill money. Yeah. Continue to follow Geary, Stein, and Stevens on all social media platforms. And don't forget, you can also find us on the Roku app and your home TV. So for myself and Mr. Man of Mystery, I'm Dave Stevens. We'll see you later. Have a great night.
Thank you for tuning in to the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Follow us on social media. Watch us on yourhometv.com or now we're on Roku. Download it and watch us. And thanks for tuning in. Until next time, America.